Alright, welcome back ladies and gentlemen to the Chupacabra tutorials channel. I'm your host Larry, and today I'm going to be sharing some more information that we've gathered about the new biome coming to Subnautica 2, namely the home of the Collector Leviathan, also what you could call the Sparse Biome. So right now what we know about the Collector Leviathan is it appears in two locations, one in the trench between the starting zone and the alien observatory area, over by the power plant, and then the other spot is directly above the metal farm, which is the furthest you can go to the east before you hit the invisible barrier. And what we do know now from a previous dev vlog before the game was released into early access is that the Collector Leviathan is supposed to live in an area called the Sparse Biome. And this is an area that's supposed to have extremely cloudy, brackish water where it's very difficult to see. It's also very dark, and it's supposed to be the area directly underneath of the Collector Leviathan as it appears above the metal farm area over by the power plant. So there's a pretty good guess that somewhere over by the power plant or over by the metal farm is where we'll initially need to transition into this sparse biome, possibly over closer to the alien observatory simply because that's where they already have a natural slope that seems to glide down and to the north. Now, aside from the fact that people are very excited for the advent of the sea frog chassis, which would turn your Tadpole into the newer version of the Prawn Suit, the other piece of information is it looks like they're getting ready to do a little bit of a rework to the Collector Leviathan and make it smarter. The current plan has always been to upgrade both the Collector Leviathan and other future dangerous predator Leviathans, the really large smart ones, so that they have a branching AI that allows them to learn as you change your habits when you're avoiding them. So if you like to hide at the bottom of the trench, maybe they'll lie in wait. Or if you like to scoot along the surface of the water in order to just skim above their heads before they can chase you down and you're out of their range, maybe they'll like to hide closer to the surface and wait for you. It kind of just depends on your behavior, and they're going to make them more dynamic so that they remain dangerous throughout the game. So you can expect that along with some, well, probably a bunch of other changes moving forward as they start to develop the new biome and change other features in the game, because we still have to get wreckage changes, changes to blight encounters, and multiplayer upgrades and additions as well. So stay tuned for all of those. I've been your host, Larry. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you for more news on updates and future changes to Subnautica 2, and I'll catch you next time. Bye, everybody. Have a good one.